what you're doing right there, right now. It's time for everybody's favorite Facebook Live fake talk show, the 420 Report. What's up? It's your good pal, JerDog. It's Monday. Hey, Kirsty, already joining in. Kirsty, shout out to you and Skylar. I'm going a little bit crazy right now, man. I'm on like day 5, I think it is, of the Rocky Mountain High comedy tour. This Wednesday, I got a couple days off here, man, but I wanted to check in with you guys. Happy Monday to you too, Kirsty. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Shannon. Guys, hit the share button if you want. Skylar! Skylar! Hey, Troy, what's up, buddy? Giving you guys a shout out. It's going good. Alan's in. We got a lot of people joining in already. All right, let me get to the chase real quick. First of all, I'm already feeling like a rock star because I've watched like The Dirt, probably on Netflix, that Motley Crue movie, which is pretty fucking cheesy, but it's pretty fucking funny and wild. And I loved Motley Crue back in the day. In the middle of the Rocky Mountain High Tour right now, though, this Wednesday, I will be in Glendive, Montana, for a show at the Eastern Plains Event Center. We're going to sell that motherfucker out. We're going to sell that motherfucker out. Hey, Maureen checking in from the Eagles Club. I'm going to Stanwood, Washington, the Eagles Club up there. That's this Saturday. And then in the meantime, on the way in between, Wednesday night, I can't even fucking talk right now. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this video. Wednesday night, Glendive, Montana, at the Epic Eastern Plains Event Center, sponsored by the Wagon Wheel Bar. And then Thursday night, I will be in Shepherd, Montana, at Red Rooster Bar. Friday night, long drive over to Stanwood, Washington for a show at the Eagles Club. And then I circle back around for a show next Wednesday in Bozeman, Montana. I got a show Friday night in Sheridan, Wyoming. A show Saturday night in Forest River, North Dakota, and then all the way back to the good state of Iowa, to my stomping grounds. Skylar says, I'm going to be a rock star. Got videos up on IG right now. What's up? All right, man, check that out. I'll check out your videos on Instagram. Also check out all my shit, man, my travel adventures and pictures from the road. That's all on my Instagram page as well, if you do Instagram, at The Bar Comic. That's all my social medias under, at The Bar Comic, Twitter, to my YouTube channel. If you go on my YouTube channel, it's got like archival footage going all the way back to like 2005 or 2006, whenever it was YouTube first came out. I immediately started putting stuff up there because you go on the road and you do these shows and people don't even believe you half the time, the crazy shit that happens. It's not anywhere near as crazy as the shit that went down, you know, like what they show in The Dirt, the Motley Crue movie. There's nothing like that. You know, but some of the debauchery did get a little out of hand at times back in the day when we were like doing Road Dogs and we were filming American Smartass, and I was on the road with 2 or 3 other comedians trying to find the smallest town possible to do stand-up comedy, and then filming all of those adventures along the way. So you go on my YouTube channel, check all that shit out. And also shout outs to I'm going a little bit crazy, man. I've been all by myself for like a week straight now, just doing comedy shows at night and then otherwise traveling through South Dakota, North Dakota. There's really nothing out here but rolling hills, man. I got to one area where I thought that I was going to be stuck for at least a day or two without any gas. It was I passed one of these signs that said last gas for 50 miles, and then the fucking a low gas light popped up, and so I was frantically hitting the Google Maps trying to get to a nearby town so I could fill up the tank before I went on the rest of the drive to the middle of fucking nowhere up here in northwestern South Dakota or southwestern North Dakota, wherever. It's Dakota. It should just be Dakota. It should be North Dakota and really fucking North Dakota. That's what it should really be. Hey, Steve Overton checking in. Looking forward to seeing you guys soon. That's right. I'm bringing Nathan Tricky Allen, the Maniac of Magic, with me to Rochester, Minnesota, the Pondy, just outside of Rochester. What's actually the name of that town, dude? I forget. I just say Rochester because I know it's right outside of Rochester. The Pondy, old school supper club that they've remodeled. It's real fucking cool. So shout out to Steve and everybody there. Nathan Tricky Allen and I will be joining forces in the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show. That is Friday, April 19th. Looking forward to that. Fire! What else? Boom. All right. So I was almost got stuck with no gas out in the middle of the Badlands or the Black Hills or whatever the heck it is. I should know these kinds of things before I start telling these stories. Billy, what up? North Dakota and not so North Dakota. Yeah, man. One way or another, it's just all one big area where there's absolutely fucking nothing out there. And that's not where you want to be stuck in a survival situation, especially if you're like me and you rely on Wi-Fi and things like that to get you around. I don't know how the comedians did it back in the day. I really don't, because I about had a meltdown, went into full-on anxiety mode when I couldn't even access the Google Maps to figure out how to get to the nearest gas station. Point being, I got lucky. There was a place just right up around the corner, which it actually said it was closed. And so I almost went in the opposite direction, but I just had the faith, and sure enough, it was open. So shout out to the out in the middle of the, we had the old school pump handles too with the rotating numbers. It was not digital. It was the like old school gas pump where the numbers actually rotated through like one of those I don't know what they're called, man, but you know what I'm talking about. Teresa, Jeremy, hey Willie, what's up, buddy? Chad's here. How you doing, guys? All right, so Wednesday night, Glendive, Montana at the Eastern Plains Event Center. I'm looking forward to that. From what I heard, it's pretty much sold out. I think that there are a few tickets left available. I will know for sure as soon as I check in with the venue, let you know what's going on with that. Not that I've got anybody watching right now that's coming out to Glendive, Montana. This is my first time ever actually doing a show in the great state of Montana. This is one of like, I think 6 that are left on the bucket list of performing in every single continental United States. Still haven't done Alaska, haven't done Hawaii. They're gonna have to pay me some buku bucks to fucking go all the way out there. Hey, Laura, what's up? What else did I want to say? Oh, shout outs. Almost forgot my shout outs to Carol and everybody at the High Mountain Supper Club that came out to the show last Friday night in Altamont, South Dakota. And then a big shout out to Teresa and Jason and everybody at T's Tavern in Fort Pierce, South Dakota. We packed them in last Saturday night at T's Tavern. That was crazy too, man, because when I first rolled in, I was already anticipating a full house, you know, or at least a good sized crowd. You never know. You never really know. Although I usually have a pretty good intuition about these things. A lot of times I know the tracking before the tracking even comes out. But you don't ever really 100% know until you take the stage, microphone in hand, and you look out there and you can see how many people showed up. So I was anticipating a full house because the word on the street was last time I was there, people were excited. And they were demanding the encore return appearance of the mighty JerDog. So, yeah, buddy! So I get in there, and Teresa's like, I don't know. We had our ceiling collapse on us last week, and we haven't been able to do too much promotion. I don't know if anybody's going to be here tonight. I'm like, well, we'll just see, man. I'm already here. I'm already going through. We'll see what happens. And sure enough, the place was empty at that time, and it's getting close to showtime, and it's like maybe an hour out. I got to take the stage at 8 o'clock or so, and it's already 7:15, and a couple people come wandering in, and they've got their tickets already, and they sit right up front, and then another car pulls in, and then another car pulls in, and then another car pulls in, and the next thing you know, we've got a full bar, and they're raring to go, man. So keep the faith. That's the moral of the story. Keep the faith. Don't give up. Don't give in. You're already there. Just get up there and give it your all, man. If you build it, they will come. I firmly believe that. Hey, Dennis, what's up? Bridget's here. Oh, and then that was another. I got another crazy story about last Saturday too. After the show, a few people walked out. So the bar, there were some fucker standing at the bar, way in the back. So the show was like at one end of the venue, and then they had like the bar way there in the back where the entrances were. And people would stand up there and hang out, which of course that's probably the best place to hang out, right there at the bar. You don't have to worry about waiting on drinks. And the more you drink, the funnier the comedy is. Everybody knows that. So I'm on stage. It got a little bit rowdy back there. It got a little bit rambunctious. And I made a few comments about how the people at the bar couldn't shut the fuck up during the show. And then everybody cheered that on. And some people got the message. Some people didn't. But some people also got a little pissed off and walked out. I heard one story about a guy who stormed out and he was like, this guy, who's this guy think he is? Fucking Richard Pryor using the fucking F word every other fucking word. Like verbatim, those were his words, comparing me to Richard Pryor. Like, that's not exactly an insult, dude, comparing me to Richard Pryor. You just compared me to the greatest of all time comedians, and that's your fucking complaint? Your fucking complaint is I'm like Richard Pryor? Are you kidding me? And that's why you're leaving the show? All right, whatever. To each their own. I just thought that was funny, man. I took that as a compliment, not as an insult. And I will say this, Richard Pryor, definitely one of my early influences growing up. I love that style of performing where it's not even necessarily jokes. It's just real, honest storytelling, observations, quick wit, animated performance. You know, he would act out all these scenes. He could also stand there and be perfectly calm and deliver one-liners. He could go in and out of characters like Mudbone and all these guys. I should do a whole thing on Richard Pryor. I should do a whole Facebook live video just dedicated to the influence that Richard Pryor had on me. I just thought it was funny that's the guy's complaint why he left the show. This fucking guy thinks he's like fucking Richard Pryor. Who the fuck he thinks he is? And using the F word every other fucking word. Woo! All right, Jeremy Cartwright. That was my little Ric Flair influence coming out right there. Jeremy Cartwright. I had fans who brought 7 ice fishing castles to party and pad out and after my show Saturday night, Henrietta. Nice, dude. And Carol's checking in. Carol just gave you guys a shout out for bringing me into the High Mountain Supper Club. What a fun, crazy crowd that was last Friday night. I started out with my juggling act, something I haven't done in a long time, but something I'm definitely going to be working up again because Nathan Allen and I have a whole new second half of the show when we bring the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick show around, where we get together on stage and go back and forth with different bits like juggling and stupid magic tricks and his magic tricks. And we've got a whole lot of stuff up our sleeve, literally and figuratively. Hey, Dante, what's up? Andy, how are you? Anybody got any questions? You want any comments, or you got anything that you want to fucking criticize me for? I even want to hear from the haters. That was what one guy said. He's like, man, that's got to be hard getting on stage and everybody's criticizing you. I don't give a shit, man. I don't care what you say about me. Just fucking spell my name right. And if the worst thing you do is compare me to Richard Pryor, then I'm doing something pretty goddamn good. All right, guys. I'm scrolling up. I need to be scrolling down so I can see the comments. I can't see who else here. If I didn't get to your comment, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to work this dang thing, and the Wi-Fi signal sucks here out in the middle of the Dakotas. All right, guys. All right, Andy, Russell, what's up, guys? Carol, hi, how are you? Now they're going nuts. All right, I'm getting distracted by it. I'm getting off topic. The point is, I'm out here. I'm in the middle of the Rocky Mountain tour. Probably been watching the movie Dirt a little too much. The Dirt on Netflix, the Motley Crue movie, a little too much. And I've been rocking out, jamming out, motherfuckers, and going just a little bit nuts in the middle of my Rocky Mountain High tour, all by myself for 18 days straight, doing 9 shows. I've got a couple days off before I hit Glendive, Montana at the Eastern Plains Event Center. Then Thursday night, Shepherd, Montana at Red Rooster Bar. Friday night traveling. And then Saturday, I'll be in Stanwood, Washington, at the Eagles Club, and I'll put all the information in the description above. So if anybody from any of those venues wants to hit the share button and let them know that the JerDog Comedy Roadshow is coming to town, and he's ready to rock out, motherfuckers! All right, man. I think that's the most energy I've spent all day long. Hey, Bud Man, what's up? Bud Man! How are you, Bud Man? All right, dude. I'm wrapping up. I'll be back tomorrow at 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. Until then, God bless America!